It was Antonio, the one who saved Tung 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 Sahur from the pursuing zombie army. Now Tung 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 Sahur decides to leave the laboratory room. He's shocked to see a Brainrot zombie far ahead. At first, this normal Brainrot is walking casually, but suddenly he starts running in panic as a zombie appears from behind. The zombie gets closer and catches the normal Brainrot who's running away. Tung 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 Sahur quickly tries to save him. In the end, the normal Brainrot is saved from the zombie's attack. Tung 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 Sahur doesn't know the name of that normal Brainrot. He asked Asep Sep 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 if he was okay. It turned out that Asep Sep Sep was bitten by a zombie, and then he bandaged his wound. But Asep Sep Sep's wound started spreading all over his body. He turned into a zombie. Tung 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 Sahur immediately ran away in panic. He got exhausted in front of a store. Tung 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 Sahur entered the store out of curiosity. He grabbed a cup of coffee. Suddenly, he heard the sound of a glass nearby. He was very shocked. It turned out he saw an anomaly at the cashier counter. He is Chimpanzini Cappuccini, and he is the shopkeeper. But when looked at more closely, it turns out he has also become a zombie. Tung 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 Sahur quietly moves away and leaves the shop. He keeps running far to escape the zombies there. A few minutes later, he meets a Brainrot. His name is Chicletera Bicicletera, who offers him a ride. He's riding a bicycle very fast, until finally they stop because they feel exhausted. But suddenly, the air becomes very cold and a huge creature appears approaching. He is the La Sahur combination, and it turns out he has been infected by the virus and turned into a zombie. Tung 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 Sahur and Chicletera Bicicletera back away in fear. They quickly hop on their bikes and speed away. But suddenly, the bike tires slip and they fall to the ground. They keep crawling away to escape until, boom! A giant wooden hammer strikes the zombie's body. He is Ketopat Kapat, the Brainrot who defeated the raging zombie boss. Tung 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 Sahur looks very terrified. Now he's safe because the zombie boss has been defeated. He says goodbye and decides to explore and enters a ruined, abandoned village. He's unlucky because heavy rain starts to fall. He quickly looks for a house still good enough to rest in. Luckily, there's a small house that still looks decent. He immediately goes inside and sees a chair that looks comfortable. He quickly falls into a deep sleep, but suddenly he wakes up because he feels something touching his body. When he checks the chair, he's completely shocked because that chair is a Brainrot named Karkur, and it turns out he has turned into a zombie. Tung 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 Sahur backs away in terror. He searches for a place to rest for one night. Luckily, he finds a good spot. He immediately enters the place and looks for a comfortable spot. He falls asleep instantly because he feels so tired. But suddenly, something mysterious began to approach. He can't sleep because he feels uneasy, so he decides to find the source of the sound. He sees a strange object in front of him. It turns out to be a Brainrot named Tititi Sahur. Tititi Sahur tells Tung 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 Sahur to put him into the hole in the wall of the room. He lifts Tititi Sahur and walks toward the hole he mentioned. Tung 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 Sahur examines the hole and he inserts Tititi Sahur into it. But suddenly he emits a bright light and boom! The burst of light creates a mysterious portal. Choose your path. Tung 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 Sahur chooses to sleep. Tung 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 Sahur chooses to enter the portal. Like, subscribe.